you to not be first?
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day.
This is Oscar Bevis for IFL TV. Delighted to be joined by promoters for the day. Still fighters, but promoters for now. Tony Bange and Prince Patel join me. I'll give it to you first. Prince, how are you? I don't know how to introduce you anymore after a few things that I've seen.
It's just the auntie annihilator and the guy that'll leave your uncle crying in the corner over there. Literally, yeah, Prince Patel.
And Tony?
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
You're just Tony Bange. Promoter Tony Bange. That's it.
I keep it professional. All the drama I leave down to Prince.
So you got your show on September the 16th at Harrow Leisure Centre. Obviously, you two, you're not unfamiliar, to stepping in the ring and doing your own thing. What was it about promotion that you kind of thought, yeah, this is kind of what I want to do. I want to take kind of my clientele and my ability to sell tickets and kind of do that for myself and put on my own show?
Well, what I've noticed that I know my clientele very well, so I wanted to cater specifically for them. There's a lot of the people that do actually come to my show, they do enjoy boxing, but they're not hardcore boxing fans. So I need to give a bit more than just a boxing show. So we thought, okay, we'd make an event rather than just a boxing show. I mean, our show, we've got a magician on the show, we've got musicians on the show, we've got a talent show. It's just a great night of entertainment. No one's really doing that. They're just doing strictly boxing.
And you're an entertainer in yourself. Your last fight in the UK at the Tolworth Centre, we saw your walkout with the drums and the kind of the Indian style and whatnot. So this is, I'm not going to say a different side to boxing, but perhaps something that boxing needs more than just 10 fights in the ring. You need that kind of added.
Yeah, you need the added sort of excitement and stuff, but really and truly, with myself, I know I can bring numbers. I know I sell tickets in numbers. I know that the viewing figures as well online, the streams that I was getting online when I fought my last show, done more numbers than pretty much all the other shows the promoter had done before combined. So I bring numbers, it's proven, it's factual. And with Tony's brain, my markability and the way I can promote myself, it's the recipe for success.
Yeah, I know a lot of promoters talk about perhaps the bitterness that promoting will bring you. Obviously, you're only just starting out, but do you expect to be met with gritted teeth by a few other promoters?
Of course, we've had promoters give us a hard time already.
Already, yeah?
Yeah, we're not going to name them, but yeah, they've given us a hard time already. It's part of the game. It's competition. Nobody wants extra competition in a sport that's already so competitive. But I think the niche what we've hit is British boxing. If you look back in the old British boxing, was done in a circus. So it was actually a night of entertainment. We're trying to bring that vibe back, but with a modern twist.
And you're both going to be fighting on the show, an exhibition for you, Tony, but Prince, you are going to be fighting. What can you tell us about that?
Well, we're bringing twice the spice, The end goal is becoming the first Indian world champion. Hopefully open up the doors for the rest of the Indians to lace gloves and start taking over, because I believe we've got the talent, we've got the abilities, we've got the genetics of warriors, and we're proper fighting men. Talking about fighting men, we threw out a challenge to Isaac Lowe on a Boxing King media interview. Exact same figure they offered me. He's gone quiet. If you look at his Twitter, he ain't even tweeted for about 2 weeks. He's lost his phone. Probably got beat up in his own area.
Yeah, that has gone slightly quiet. We'll come back to that whole thing in a sec. Tony, just for you and in terms of fighting on the show, it's an exhibition for you. Yeah. And you said to me off camera, because it's just too hectic, there's too much going on, you don't want kind of a big fight in and amongst all the other crap you're going to have to deal with on the 16th.
A lot of the stuff, I've got my team to work with, but they're not familiar with boxing. So it's sort of, I've got to take the head role until I get them familiar, and then I can leave it to them and step back and actually do the boxing on the show. Maybe in 1-2 fights, I will hopefully be boxing on my own promotion. But at the minute, I'm going to have to take the front role of everything. To take a competitive fight as well as do the show would be a bit difficult for me. I'm not silly to put too much on my shoulders. So I will do an exhibition. So my fan base is happy, and I'll be probably the face of the promotion. You'll probably see a lot of me on the night, and a lot of Prince.
Yeah. the last fight you fought was 14-3, 15-3 sort of record. So it's not like you want to go in at a decent level as well. You don't want to go in and have your 4-6 rounds with a journeyman. Your next fight,
We're out of that level now where we're going to be fighting the journeyman with the losing records. We need to fight the competitive fights. We're not going to go up the rankings without fighting them competitive fights. But I need to get this promotion rocking and rolling. Then I can bring them competitive fights to my own promotion.
Right, back to the juicy stuff now. I had to leave a big segment for this. So Isaac Lowe, there was an offer thrown out, a public offer thrown out, and kind of just radio silence.
Well, what Bange was saying a second ago is he didn't want to put too much in because he's putting so much into the promotion. Me, on the other hand, I don't care who I fight. I've offered it to Isaac Lowe because I have full belief in my power. You put me in 8-ounce gloves, chins are flying off the shoulders. I'm full and ready to fight Isaac. I think it's 3 weeks. In 3 weeks' time on our show, giving him a purse that he got more than what he got paid in his last fight, and it's down to him to accept it.
Are you confident that he will accept it?
No, I don't think he does.
Does it get to a point where you kind of look at that as a corridor you're kind of never going to go down? If there's been silence after an offer's been made, you kind of think in the back of your mind that might kind of have to shut this door.
I was told off a reliable source when Isaac was with some of his junkie friends, they all got moved to, and he lost his phone that way. So I think that's the reason why he hasn't been on his phone, because he's currently been taken off him. So he's going to be in the process of getting it back. I know he's speaking to his boyfriend Tyson, asking for a handout. So obviously if his boyfriend Tyson can give him a phone, it could help this process happen, and he can take his beating.
You can always send him a contract by carrier pigeon or in the post.
Yeah, might have better luck me driving up there, handing it to him personally. You know, see, if he wants to fight and he's serious, I'll do that.
And how amazing would that be for you, Tony, to promote a show where you've got a fight of Prince and Isaac of kind of that standing? Because I know that's a fight. I mean, people were talking about this fight and the potential of Channel 5 and mainstream TV. That's a fight that gets the boxing community talking.
Of course, I mean, that would just explode our promotion. I mean, Prince is a shareholder in the promotion, so for him to do that on a promotion he partly owns, I think he'd be happy with the figures and money that will come off that fight as well.
Yeah, totally, 100%. Plus, I don't particularly like him, so obviously beating him up, it's going to give a good feeling in my mouth, good taste, yeah.
One thing we haven't spoken since was, IFL haven't spoken to you since, was after the Fraser Clark incident. How do you look back at that now?
Currently not allowed to comment on that situation, but yeah, things happen, we move forward.
You're not expecting to see him in Harrow on September the 16th?
If he wants to turn up, there's some sizable security there that could deal with him. Obviously, he's 2.5 times bigger than me, so obviously it wasn't really fair, but yeah.
All good fun. Boys, appreciate your time, Tony. Thank you, Oscar. Prince, top man. And just, I know we'll speak on Fight Week and we'll look forward to being there on the 16th, but just kind of one final message, I guess, from you both or from one of you about what we can expect and why this is a promotion, even beyond the 16th going forward, that will work.
You're in for a great night of entertainment. You've never been to a show like this. This is going to be one of the best small horse shows ever done.
You to not be first.
Do we do enough? Well, I never shut up about it.
It must have been about 16, 17. We nicked their guilt rings. Right, the bouncer's guilt ring.
This is no good for me. That's the reality. If you want the honest truth, and I see it every day,